When taking photos in any new situation, it's important to pay attention to how you're composing your photo. And the most important thing are the symbols that are in the photo, showing for example, the family crying, but then also the house burning in the background, the protesters in the foreground, but also what they're protesting against or in front of, if it's some specific government building or the location. These symbols, it's probably the hardest thing to do, to choose like which symbols you want to highlight and which symbols you want to recompose so that they aren't in the picture. Because symbols can be distracting and can make a picture bad. If you have a crying family with an ice cream truck in the background, that doesn't make sense. But that's like the hardest thing often for good photography.
So the first thing I do is just approach the people, hide my camera. I'm just a girl, and I use that. And I start talking to them about the problems. And if I'm writing or if I'm doing a story about a certain problem, I start talking to them about their problem. How do they feel about it? And they actually start breaking the ice and talking openly. At that point, when I feel that there's this mutual trust, I start telling them about taking pictures, because they're very good at talking, but the camera freaks them out. It's like pulling up a gun in front of their face. So you have to take it smoothly and build trust.
Firstly, when I want to proceed people or to ask them about something which is so sensitive, firstly I should show them that I want to know what happened, and I show them how I believe in my project and why I'm doing that, why I want to tell that. So people get persuaded from that point to tell me what happened.
During the revolution, journalists, especially journalists, were the enemies of the army at that point. So in order to go there and try to convince them that I'm just a journalist, I'm trying to take all sides of the story, it was kind of difficult. Which actually, but I tried, and I believe in trying. I went there and I tried to tell them that I'm a journalist, and honestly, I wanted to see the full picture from a building where the army was on the side. And I remember that day they arrested me. They accused me of being a spy, and they held me for like maybe an hour, and another journalist, a friend of mine, he helped me out with that. Yeah.
So it's not always easy.
No.
Even if you want to do the right thing and show both sides.
Yeah, definitely. It's not easy at all to show both sides, especially when you know that the other side mostly accuses you of being a spy, just because you want to do your job or get the real picture.
When photographing in a dangerous situation, one of the dangers specific to photographers is that we're looking through our cameras and are focused on a very narrow part of what's going on. And we often don't pay attention to the things that are around us, that are happening on all sides. And so we have to be very aware of that. One way the way that I react to that is by always working in a team of some sorts, whether me and a writer or me and a friend, or even if I'm entering a crowd where there's no one I know, I stop and I talk with someone before I get too deep, before I go anywhere close to the actual event, just so that they know why I'm here, I know why they're here, and there's subconsciously someone watching my back,